Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 2. It is round 6. And let's go to the first game. It's Essendon versus Port Adelaide. Let's go to the first quarter. And Essendon have kicked 3 goals, 1, 19 to Port Adelaide, 4 goals, 2, 26. All right, let's go to the second quarter. And Essendon have kicked 2 goals, 6. So that's 5 goals, 7. 37 to Port Adelaide 1-1. So that's 5 goals, 2, 32. And Essendon are in front at halftime by 5 points. All right, let's go to the third quarter. And Essendon have kicked 5 goals, 1. So that's 10 goals, 8, 68. To Port Adelaide, 2 goals, 6. So that's 8 goals, 8, 56. And at three-quarter time, Essendon leading by 12 points. Let's go to the last quarter. And Essendon have won this game. They've kicked 6 goals, 1. So that's 16 goals, 9, 105 to Port Adelaide, 5 goals, 3. So that's 13 goals, 11, 89. And Essendon have won by 16 points. All right, let's go to the ladder. Essendon have got their second win for the season, and they've bumped up to 11th. Port Adelaide are in 6 spots with 3 wins, 3 losses. All right, let's go to the next game. It's North Melbourne versus Brisbane. These two teams early on in the season last year drew. So let's go to the first quarter to see who wins this first quarter. So North Melbourne have kicked 2 goals, 1, 13 to Brisbane, 3 goals, 2, 20. All right, let's go to the second quarter. And North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals, 6. So that's 7 goals, 7, 49 to Brisbane, 5 goals, 5. So that's 8 goals, 7, 55. And at halftime, Brisbane are leading by a goal. Let's go to the third quarter. And very low scoring in the third quarter. North Melbourne, 1 goal, 1. So that's 8 goals, 8, 56 to Brisbane, 1-3. So that's 9 goals, 10, 64. And Brisbane are in front by 8 points. All right, let's go to the last quarter, see who wins this game. And North Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 4. So that's 14 goals, 12, 96 to Brisbane, 6 goals, 1. So that's 15 goals, 11, 101. Okay, and Brisbane have won by 5 points. That was very close, very similar to last season. Okay, let's see where these two teams are on the ladder. North Melbourne have pushed up to 14th, and Brisbane are in the top 4. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Geelong versus West Coast Eagles down at GMHBA Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. And Geelong have kicked 4 goals, 5, 29 to West Coast, 1 goal, 5, 11. All right, let's go to the second quarter. And Geelong have kicked 3 goals, 6. So that's 7 goals, 11, 53 to West Coast, 2-1. So it's 3 goals, 6, 24. And Geelong have got a handy lead at halftime. Let's go to the third quarter. And Geelong have kicked 3 goals, 1. So that's 10 goals, 12, 72 to West Coast Eagles, 6 goals, 4. So that's 9 goals, 10, 64. And West Coast are down by 8 points going into the last quarter. Let's see who wins this game. And it looks like West Coast have come out on top. So Geelong have kicked 2 goals, 5. So that's 12 goals, 17, 89 to West Coast Eagles, 4 goals 2. So that's 13 goals 12, 90. And West Coast in the end have won by 1 point down at the Cattery. Let's see where these two teams are on the ladder. And very, very close. Geelong are in 8th spot and West Coast Eagles are in 9th spot. They're on 3 wins, 3 losses. All right, let's go to the 4th game. It's Fremantle versus Adelaide at Optus Stadium. First quarter, Fremantle have kicked 4 goals 6 and Adelaide have kicked 4 goals 6. All right, very even at this piece. All right, Fremantle have kicked 3 goals 4, so that's 7 goals 10, 52 to Adelaide Crows 6 goals 6, that's 10 goals 12, 72, and Crows are got a handy lead at 20 points. All right, third quarter, Fremantle have kicked 6 goals 2, so that's 13 goals 12, 90 to Adelaide Crows 4 goals 5. So that's 14 goals, 17, 101. Crows are still in front. All right, last quarter, Fremantle have kicked 6 goals 1. So that's 19 goals, 13. They've kicked 12 goals in the second half to Adelaide kicking only 3 goals 1. So that's 3-1. So that's 17 goals, 18, 120. And Fremantle have come over the top of Adelaide Crows and win by 7 points. All right, let's go to the ladder. Fremantle are in the 8th. They'll push up again to 3rd, and Adelaide Crows are down to 16th. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Western Bulldogs versus Gold Coast Suns at MRVL Stadium. And the Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals 1, 37 to Gold Coast, 4 goals 6, 30. All right, let's go to the second quarter. And the Bulldogs have kicked 5 goals 1, so that's 11 goals 2, 68 to Gold Coast, 6 goals 5, so that's 10 goals 11, 71. And Gold Coast are in front by 3 points at half time. Let's go to the third quarter. Western Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals 4, so that's 17 goals 6, 108 to Gold Coast, 5 goals 3, so that's 15 goals 14, 104. Very close this game. Going into the last quarter, Bulldogs are in front by 4 points. All right, so Western Bulldogs have kicked 2 goals 5, so that's 19 goals 11, 125 to Gold Coast, 2 goals 3, so that's 17 goals 17, 119. And in the end, Western Bulldogs have won by 6 points. All right, let's go to the league ladder. Western Bulldogs are in 6 at the moment. They've been they've pushed up to 3rd, and Gold Coast in 2nd. They've lost their second game of the season. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Collingwood versus GWS Giants. Let's go to the first quarter. And Collingwood have kicked 1 goal 3, 9. So GWS have kicked 4 goals 1, 25. Let's go to the second quarter. And Collingwood have kicked 6 goals 6. That's 7 goals 9, 51 to GWS Giants 2-3. And that's 6 goals 4, 40. All right, Collingwood are in front by 11 points at halftime. Let's go to the third quarter. Collingwood 3-2, so that's 10 goals 11, 71 to GWS Giants, 5 goals 1, so that's 11 goals 5, 71, and it's level at 3-quarter time. Let's see who wins this game. And it looks like GWS Giants have come on top. Collingwood have kicked 3 goals 3, so that's 13 goals 14. 13 goals 14, 92 to GWS Giants, 5 goals 4. So that's 16 goals, 9, 105. And GWS Giants have won this game by 13 points. All right. GWS Giants are sitting in 13th at the moment. Collingwood 10th. GWS Giants have pushed up to 7th. Collingwood down to 11th. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Richmond versus St Kilda. Let's go to the first quarter. And Richmond have kicked 5 goals, 6, 36 to St Kilda, 1 goal, 6, 12. All right, Richmond's got a handy lead at quarter time. Richmond have kicked 5 goals, 2, so that's 10 goals, 8, 68. St Kilda 1-5, so that's 2 goals, 11, 23. All right, Richmond already 45 points up at half time. Let's go to the third quarter. And Richmond have kicked 4 goals, 6. So that's 14 goals, 14, 98 to St Kilda 3-4. So that's 5 goals, 15, 45. All right, Richmond, they just need percentage. It's very even in the last quarter. Richmond have kicked 2 goals, 1. So that's 16 goals, 15, 111 to St Kilda, 2 goals, 3. So that's 7 goals, 18, 60. And Richmond, in the end, have won by 51 points. All right, so let's see where Richmond's 12th at the moment. So they'll push Richmond pushed up to 7th, and St Kilda's down to 2nd last. All right, let's go to the next game. It's Carlton versus Hawthorn. First quarter, Carlton have kicked 5 goals, 5, 35 to Hawthorn, 5 goals, 4, 34. All right, very even at this stage. Carlton have kicked 1 goal, 3 in the second quarter. So it's 6 goals, 8, 44 to Hawthorn, 4 goals, 6. So that's 9 goals, 10, 64. Hawthorn are in front by 20 points at half time. Let's go to the third quarter. Carlton have kicked 4 goals, 2. So that's 10 goals, 10, 70 to Hawthorn, 3 goals, 2. So that's 12 goals, 12, 84. All right, so Hawthorn are in front by 14 points at this stage. And Carlton have kicked 2 goals, 6. So it's 12 goals, 16, 88 to Hawthorn 1-1. So it's 13 goals, 13, 91. And in the end, Hawthorn have beaten Carlton by 3 points. All right. See where these Carlton's still on top with the loss, and Hawthorn are in 11th. All right, last game of this round 6. It's Melbourne versus Sydney at the MCG. Let's go the first quarter. And Melbourne have kicked 1 goal, 1, 7. Sydney 4 goals, 4. Sydney are on the bottom of the ladder at the moment. Last premiers. Melbourne have kicked 3 goals, 4. 3 goals, 4 in the second quarter. So it's 4 goals, 5, 29 to Sydney, 5 goals, 6. So that's 9 goals, 10, 64. Oh, Sydney have got a handy lead at this stage. All right, third quarter. Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 2. So it's 10 goals, 7, 67 to Sydney, 1 goal, 6. So that's 10 goals, 16, 76. All right, so it's going to go down to the wire. Let's go to the last quarter. And Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 2. So that's 16 goals, 9, 105 to Sydney, 6 goals, 6. So that's 16 goals, 22, 118. And Sydney have got their second win for the season. And that puts them off the bottom of the ladder because St Kilda's won only 1 game for the season. So Sydney are sitting in 17th. St Kilda are on the bottom of the ladder. So that's round 6, and we've got Carlton, Gold Coast, Western Bulldogs, and Fremantle in the top 4, and then what remains in the top 8 is Melbourne 5th, Brisbane 6th, Richmond 7th, and GWS Giants in 8th spot. So that concludes round 6 for AFT Dice Season 2. We'll see you next time.